This is the Rocket Man Show. We're ready to rock on with some rock news and everything you can use. This week's subject is a little bit different, but we're not harping about what happened last week. Last time, because most of that problem has been solved. So
that's good to hear.
Yeah, we gave the eviction. They were out on Friday. So they had to volunteer to get out before Monday came. Then the officer would.
So they actually voluntarily left?
Well, not before slashing his waterbed.
Oh, well, that's just childish.
Oh, yeah. Well,
of course, what do you expect?
They trashed the whole house.
Oh,
we had to. We actually did a demolition on the inside of the house.
Oh, really?
We had the room they were in.
Uh-huh.
No more. It's now part of the living room.
Oh, geez.
What we're going to do is build a band room for bands to come in and rehearse.
Oh, that's good.
So we got 2 rooms open that we're going to have open. We're going to be building the walls very, very soon, probably tomorrow.
So it's kind of a blessing in disguise, really.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for them, they would the house would be remaining the same. But
yeah,
this is a way to turn a profit.
Well, that's good.
$10 an hour at Stingray Studios. You can actually go up there and get some practice in with your band. You know, with the full PA and amplifiers if you need them, with a set of drums set up too.
Well, that's good.
But if the drummer wanted to bring in his own, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Well, this is at Stingray Studios in Tampa. So if you need more information and you're in a band or if you want to record or something like that, please give us a call. We'll make sure to hook you up. All right. It's been a little while since I've come back to this. I really don't need to put my headphones on because I can hear myself anyway.
Well, it's good to you, but I have to have mine on. So
of course.
I got to make sure you sound good as well as look good. I mean, have you seen the new graphics that we got going for your show now?
No, I haven't.
Check that out. I don't know how we can see that from way over there.
Well, let me take a look here. I'm going to take a moment.
Yeah, we got some new software to make the quality even better. We got some new graphics on there.
Okay. www. The Rocket Man Show. All right.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to say something about my band here. Wanted to say something about the Stingray Band. We are going to be in the parade at the Chasco Fiesta this year. The Stingray Band, you will be able to hear them premiere our music in front of thousands of people out there in Newport Richey. Last time I was, I made a float out of a 16-foot tandem trailer, and it turned out very well. We were actually the last float in the parade, but you know how people say Most people remember the first and last thing they see. So we were the last float, so that worked better for us. We'll be using an inverter too instead of a generator. And those generators are too loud.
Yeah, they do make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
and they can, and of course you don't have to worry about paying for gas and everything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll just run off the battery off of the truck.
Yep.
So,
or actually, aren't you technically running off the alternator if you're running the truck?
Yeah, basically you are, but you could still run off of the battery if you wanted to.
Well, you could, but you'd kill that battery really quickly because the battery is just meant to start the vehicle, and the alternator keeps it going.
That's right.
Of course, that's about the extent that I know about mechanics. Because the only other thing I know to do is to change the gas and fill the oil. Is that right?
Yeah, good joke. Yeah. Well, actually, myself, I've been working on cars since I was 10 years old, so I can totally rebuild an engine or a transmission. I remember one time I had this Pinto, and I thought I'd squeal the tires. I dropped it in, did a neutral drop right in first gear. It was a 4-speed.
Okay.
I dropped it down to first gear, and from about 4,000 RPMs, all of a sudden, oh, there goes my gear.
Yeah, that was the end of that.
Well, not necessarily, not the end of that transmission, because I just thought I'd just go out and get a gear and replace it, and I did. Did perfect after that.
Well, that's good.
Even better than before, because the sleeves were wore out from the last one. I mean, the last gear. So, and I found out something interesting. Tampa, you can actually get customized gears for your manual transmission. So if you want something with a quicker start or something that's going to be better for your gas mileage, you can actually have custom-made gears in Tampa.
So you can get custom like gear ratios.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them in any configuration you want.
That's cool. I kind of did something like that with, although it just it's a little different, but with my motorcycle that I had, I replaced the sprocket in it, which but the sprocket had fewer teeth, so it allowed me to get it improved my gas mileage and it gave me a faster pickup time.
Okay.
Because it caused since there were fewer teeth on the sprocket, it caused the wheel to turn a little bit faster.
Yeah.
With less effort.
Well, I wish I had time to work on mine. Yeah, I have a 750 Vulcan. That's a Kawasaki, to those who don't know.
That's
this
a cruiser.
is a V-twin.
Yeah.
It's got it's an 86 V-twin. It's only got 30,000 miles on it.
Nice.
That's just after it got broke in. But I've been actively working on my speedboat, so I can get it ready for going to the island here, islands back and forth. There's one thing about boats is women absolutely love boats.
Oh, women love anything that goes fast, really.
Yeah, they like to bear it all, shall we say, when you get out so far.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
don't even have to ask them; they just naturally do it.
The bike that I used to have, I nicknamed her the panty dropper.
Why do you say that?
Because once I had a girl on the back of that sucker, later on they came off.
So you had a Harley?
No, actually, I had a.
They're the ones that have the gratuitous vibration.
Yeah, but my Ninja had the speed. I can get that sucker up to triple digits very quickly and very easily. And anytime I had that, anytime I did that with a girl on the back of it.
What size?
This one was actually, believe it or not, only a 250.
A 250?
And I could get that sucker to 150.
150?
Yes.
That's pretty fast for a little 250.
I know. But it was so freaking lightweight that I was able to get away with doing that, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, my bike's only about 450, 500 pounds.
Right.
Now some Harleys can be as much as 1,000.
Oh yeah. Well, my dad has a Fat Boy that's like a 1,500.
Yeah.
And his wife has a Sportster, and that's a 1,200. So I mean, most of those bikes are gonna be that high.
I like the fact that I have a 750.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a middle of the road, and it'll get better gas mileage.
Oh, absolutely.
But the only thing is it's a not very powerful kind of bike. It's only got 66 horsepower.
Well, for a cruiser, yeah, that's considered really a light bike, or as far or not a light bike, but it's a low CC for a cruiser. If you put that if you had that for a sport bike, like a Gixxer, 750 is considered a high powered bike.
Well, I like the fact that it's shaft drive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there ain't no play there. You know, you can easily do a burnout.
Easily
with that. But what I probably should do is seek to put a turbocharger on it, boosting the power up to about 150 horses.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really good, and still get gas mileage, better gas mileage out of it.
Yeah, I missed the gas mileage I got on mine. I was able to get about 70 miles to the gallon. With I had a 4.5 gallon tank. So
what'd you get rid of it for?
I didn't get rid of it, or not by choice. It got ran over by a truck in the parking lot.
And did you receive payment for it?
Their insurance, they totaled it out. They gave me a check, and I bought me a 2002 a Ford Explorer.
Ford Explorer
well,
over a bike.
Well, the bike was the only transportation I had, and you know.
Oh, well, I can see that.
So I mean, having an actual cage, for practicality. No, I'm gonna get me another bike. But for practicality purposes, being able to take my daughter places, or if I have to go to a gig somewhere, trying to load up a whole bunch of sound gear onto a bike or in a backpack.
That don't work.
It doesn't work very well. So
I remember when Nolan came up to the grand opening for Stingray Studios.
Yeah.
He had it all packed in that van. And then some. There was a bunch of stuff in there that didn't even relate to our gig. And we were there for at least 4 hours.
Right.
That was a nice event. There was some kind of band or some singers going on all the time during that whole thing.
Right. Oh, there goes your unofficial sponsor.
Who's that?
Mountain Dew.
Oh yes, Mountain Dew. We really live on this stuff here. Send your checks to the Rockit Man Show, care of rockslamradio.com for promoting your product, PepsiCo. And going on with the Rocket Man Show, things are looking up. Like I was saying, the parade is coming up for the Chasco Fiesta in Newport Richey. That'll be around about March sometime. But one event I'm actually looking forward to this month is at the end of the month. I think it's the last day of the month, maybe. I'm not really sure. The Gasparilla Parade.
I believe that's this coming weekend.
It is.
Or I think the kids' parade is this weekend, isn't it?
Well, I want to go to the adult parade.
Well, I do too. The only reason why I know the kids' parade is this weekend is because my daughter's in it.
You know, I passed a place in Tampa today. You'd never guess what the sign says on the front of it.
What's that?
Pirate Fashions.
Oh, I have. Wasn't that on? I want to say Kennedy.
I don't think so. Not on Kennedy.
There is a.
It's Pirate Fashions.
I remember seeing a Pirate's Fashions, and I also remember seeing another store, and I think it was on Kennedy. I don't remember exactly where, but it was basically the same type of store.
They had pictures of people dressed up as pirates, and when is the best time of the year for that? Right now, when you can actually get ready for it and make yourself look like what's the name of that pirate that we know so well?
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow.
I was going to say that the best time to dress up like a pirate's like during Easter, right?
I've actually seen a few guys that looked exactly like him. with all the makeup and stuff on.
Yeah,
they did a really good job with
I've seen a few guys who actually act like him.
Yeah. Like he's half drunk.
Yeah, he's always walking around like, staggering.
And with a bottle of rum in his hand. Yeah.
Well, I have a friend of mine who told me that a lot of sailors walked like that during that time, and it wasn't because they were drunk; it's because they were used to being out on the water.
So they didn't have their land legs yet.
They had their sea legs, but not so much their land legs.
Yeah. Well, that's how things happen a lot. Hey, did you get to see? Was Steve here today?
Steve was not here today.
Oh,
nope. He didn't make it in today.
I'll see him. I'll probably see him at the Boulevard.
Yeah.
The Boulevard Lounge in Newport Richey is one of my favorite stomping grounds. It's the longest running jam in Newport Richey.
Yep.
At 18 years, it's probably the longest jam in the whole state. This is an open mic, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's worth researching to see if it is.
I've not heard of anybody. Most bars usually change their format anywhere between 2 and 3 years.
Right.
We've had the same one, even through a remodeling thing where we started out on one side of the building and now we're on the other side of the building, and the bar is much better.
Interesting.
But it's a great place to go out and listen to some live music. By the way, all of you. Please support live music. Anybody can get recorded music, but live music is so much better. The clarity is there, and you'll enjoy it more, especially if there's someone with you want to take with you, or if you actually want to meet somebody. That's a good way to go. Anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. If you have any comments or questions, call us at What number?
Oh, what number? That would it's going to be the number on your screen right now. Area code 813-639-8255. The lines are open.
All right. You have an opportunity to voice your opinion about things and everything on the airwaves. I'm writing a song about something. I probably shouldn't let the cat out of the bag, since the NSA is always listening to everything you say on in any broadcast. In anytime you pick up the cell phone, they know exactly what you're saying.
Yep.
And anytime you take your cell phone anywhere with you, they know exactly where you are. You know who is there is a person that was run out of the country because of the NSA. He was the senior man for NSA, and he's only 29 years old. Can you tell me who it is?
I have no clue.
Edward Snowden. You don't remember him?
Nope. Sorry.
He was the one that the NSA is looking for because he blew the whistle on them. Because the NSA is actually tapped into every American in this country.
Yeah.
So they're this is a very illegal act that they're doing. But as American public, we should not let them get away with this because it is illegal.
Right.
But they do it anyway, just because they can. So, in response to that, I'm going to be writing a song that will be a big hit record one of these days. So everybody will actually get to see you and hear everything about this. One song that puts me in mind of something like this is a song by Queensryche called Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Have you heard it?
I have.
Yes. Do you remember where they start talking in that about the middle of the song?
Yeah.
And they say they spend so much on national defense, more on law enforcement than anything in anything.
Right.
They do more on law enforcement than anything. They want to control people. So I can't wait to go on tour myself so I can leave the country for a while.
Right.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the Stingray Band is going to be going places. So, if you like hard rock and metal, that's us. Anyway, is there anybody out there that performs music or is in a band or anything? Please give us a call, 727-597-4022 or
813-639-8255.
We will be sure and put you on here. We're going to have a musical guest next week. Her name is Rami, and she's an excellent keyboardist. She's been playing since she was 5 years old. That's one of the positions that I'm taking up in my band is keyboards and bass. So I'm going to be switching around quite a bit, between the two. I'll be mostly playing keyboards. So I kind of got pushed into that one.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I love it though. I might be getting one of those keyboards that you can walk around on the stage with.
What do they call it? A guitar or no? God.
It's almost like a guitar, but
but I'm trying to remember what the actual name of it is called.
Well, it's not an accordion.
I thought it was the recorder or the pan flute.
Oh no! Say it isn't so. Yeah, the recorder. That's such a stupid name for that instrument. I
don't know who came up with that.
Probably the same person who came up with the auto harp.
Well, I can understand why they call that the auto harp.
Yeah,
you push a button and it automatically makes it to whatever chord.
Yeah, that's a lazy person's kind of.
Well, it's a good teaching tool for kids. I'm talking for kids.
I'd rather they got on the guitar.
Well, I would too. But when a kid doesn't have the physical dexterity to get on a guitar and do that, it's a good way to get them started, to get them hearing the differences between a major and a minor chord, a C and whatnot. It's a good starting point.
Well, I'd probably disagree with that somewhat because I just took on a kid to give him guitar lessons. I had him playing songs in the first lesson.
Okay, and how old was he?
And it wasn't Mary Had a Little Lamb either.
And how old was he?
About 12.
Okay, I'm talking like 5-6-year-old kids.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, he's never picked up an instrument before.
No, and I'm great. And different kids are going to excel musically at different rates. So this kid who's like, 10 or 11, 12 years old, yeah, he's probably, he's got the mind for it, and he's going to do very well with it. Someone else who's the same age may not. So you have to find an entry level for each student. I teach music. Is the only reason why I've learned how to approach things differently for different students. And someone who's younger, I've seen kids who are younger than that pick up a guitar and are able to play it very easily, or they're able to do so with a violin or a piano. And then there are kids who are older who just don't quite get it, and you have to give them a little bit of extra effort, or they need a different approach.
Goes with adults too.
Well, but it doesn't really matter. I believe that anybody has the ability.
If you have the drive for it, you can go a long way. Myself, I put myself in a position to be able to learn different instruments. I first started out in junior high school on the standing bass.
Okay.
And then I moved to cello and violin. Mm-hmm. And the next year I wanted to go on drums, but every guy around there had to get on the drums, and I was one guy too late, so they put me on the trumpet, and I don't regret that because I got to play in the Main Street Parade at Disney World.
Well, that's actually when I got into middle school, I wanted to be on the drum line just like everybody else. So I signed up for that, and they said, well, you have to have a backup instrument in case you don't make it. So I also play trumpet. Actually, they put me on a cornet. which is essentially the same thing, just has a more mellower sound to it. The trumpet's a little brighter.
Yeah.
But anyways, I played cornet for roughly 2 weeks. They had auditions for the drum line, and I was at the top of the list. And so, I still played trumpet every so often. In fact, when I was in military school at New Mexico Military Institute, I was on the bugle corps. So I was the guy playing reveille at 5 a.m. every morning that everybody absolutely hated.
I bet they were throwing their shoes at you when you did that.
Oh,
too.
I know they wanted to, but they couldn't really do that because when you're when you have 1,000 cadets in massive formation, they have to.
They have to be respectful.
Yeah, as much as they really hate me, there's not much they can really do about it.
Well, it was your job. How could they hate you for doing your job?
Oh well, I hated the other guys on the bugle corps too for doing it. I hated me for doing it because that means I had to get up earlier than them.
Yes, you did.
And I was already running on very little sleep, enough as it was, and then I got signed up for the bugle corps.
Mm-hmm. And what time is it getting?
I'm sorry?
What time is it?
It is currently 10 minutes to 10.
Oh, wow. I think I'll probably be concluding at 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep it on the same schedule. You're probably going to be wanted over next door anyway.
I'm wanted everywhere. I need to clone myself, and send my clones out to do the jobs I don't want to do, and then I'll just stick to doing the stuff that I want to do.
Sounds like you want to get on Star Trek and go out in space.
Yeah. Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Sometimes that's hard to do for some people.
Oh, I've had no problems doing it. I can.
Do it with the other hand.
Very easy.
Good coordination there. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I play piano and guitar as well as I do.
Well, I have to play keyboards. I play guitar. I play violin. Let's see. I left out drums.
Yeah. Even though you were one guy too late, you said.
I started out playing drums at the age of 40.
Well, hey, as long as you got in there, start playing.
I got into a studio. I made a studio out of a mini storage, which caters to bands, and I stayed there for 5 years. I was quite good with the drums, and I still am. 6 months into it, I got several offers from bands.
Yeah,
that's not bad for only playing drums for 6 months.
Right.
But I would practice it about every. I would work a 10-hour job as a carpenter, and go in and practice for 1 to 4 hours after work.
Right.
I loved playing music like that.
Oh, I love it too. I've played anything from, of course, marching band to concert, like orchestral stuff, to playing. I was a jazz drummer in a jazz in a big band.
Why aren't you playing music anymore?
I stopped playing in bands, I want to say, roughly 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
Have you ever played in a rock band?
Oh, yeah. The last band.
What made you give it up?
Drama. Way too much drama in bands.
Oh, don't count. Well,
no. And just in every.
The guys from the last one.
No, not the last one. Just about every single band I've been in, there's some kind of drama that I don't want to deal with. I'm like, dude, I just want to play music. Yeah. And I actually had more fun working as a studio musician than I did playing in a band. Every so often I'll get back up on stage and I'll play backup for somebody, or I'll sit in for somebody.
Why don't you go to the open mics around town?
I'm not a front man. I mean, I can be a front man, but I like making other people sound good.
How is it a front man if you're going to play drums? That's the drummer's usually in the back.
Well, I'm talking about drums is not the only instrument I play though.
Right.
So, I mean, I play bass, I play guitar, I play piano, and sing and whatnot, but I like to be the guy that makes other people sound good. And plus, I don't have my kit anymore.
Okay.
I've shortly after my divorce.
Well, when you go to these open jams, they already have a kit waiting for you.
Right. I don't know. I may start up again. It's just I haven't had the time, People here need me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well. Yeah, well, this is the Rocket Man Show, and we're just doing some general conversation today. Because I had a change of plan with the band that was going to be in, and it looks like I'm going to be going to Capitol Theater to go meet them. So this Thursday, you may actually see the Rocket Man there at Capitol Theater, seeing Queensryche in concert. So yeah, that's another plug for Queensryche.
There you go.
I love some of their music, especially two songs, Empire and Silent Lucidity. That's Queensryche at Capitol Theater this Thursday. This is the Rocket Man Show. We want to thank you all for coming in, and we're not done yet, but I'd like to play one song. I think we all know which song that is.
Let's see here. That'd be a track 9 song, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Let's see if I can even find her, because stuff has been moving around.
Really? Have you been losing anything in the computers lately?
I don't like to talk about negative things.
Okay.
Oh, so many track 9s. Let's go to show all. Let's see what we have here. I'm just going to start going through them and see which one works and which one does not.
All right. We're going to hear a little bit of something of a Stones tune that we usually play on this show. I don't know why I just keep going back to that. I just love the way they do it. And I don't have to have they don't have to have the copyright or answer to ASCAP for it.
Right.
So let's hear it for Shinebox Live playing Painted Black.
I see a red door and I want to paint it black.
All right, back at the Rocket Man Show. Thank you very much for all of you for joining us. I look forward to the day that I actually get to broadcast abroad, so to speak.
I'd love to broadcast abroad too.
Where I'll be broadcasting from each and every state that my band visits, and especially Europe. That's going to be a real rush to broadcast from there to here, and then back out to the countries again. That'd be something else, some communications right there. Will I need Skype for that?
You know what? That's a good question. If you're gonna want to do like a live call-in, people want to call in. Yeah, you would need Skype for that, or Skype is an option.
Yeah, or I'd just call via the telephone, but you wouldn't have any video or anything like that.
Yeah, there's ways to do it somehow or another.
I wonder if they could do video off of this. I just go off the my phone is through T-Mobile. And if anybody knows anything about T-Mobile, they are international. So, but everybody else that I know is not.
Right.
Metro now is getting ready to merge with them, if they haven't done so already.
Yeah, that's I've heard that too. I know that they were piggybacking on a lot of their towers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why they were getting ready to go ahead and do that, do a joint merging.
Well, we won't talk about joint ventures. Anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to thank you all for joining us. Please tune in next week when we'll have a very special guest to play keyboards for us and sing. So her name is Ramia. We hope that she's listening, and I'll have to give her my number again because I have a different phone now.
Oh yeah.
So tune in next week from 9 for our show from 9 till 10, and you'll get a nice treat. But there may be a chance for a mobile spot in the near future. So be sure and check out Talk Wad Studios for all of that. This is the Rocket Man Show. Thank you and good night. How's it going, Ellen?
Hey, buddy. Why aren't you playing?
On Talk Wad Network in Tampa, Florida.